セガサターンシロ
Hello, and welcome everyone to another amazing SHIRO show. My arm is now cut in half. They have removed,
yeah, your arm.
They have removed my arm. Arm is now
What
removed.
is up with that?
They just cut it off. I
Got
now
it
have
cut
no
off.
arm.
You have no
I have
arm.
no
happy,
arm, and I must scream.
Happy TRAYNOR Patty's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day. Happy hopefully Ireland will become one again. Day. I'm praying for the day when all the country comes back together.
Yeah, is it still?
Yeah,
still pretty bad.
Still
Yeah.
Northern Ireland and the Republic of Ireland. It's still not.
Yeah.
They still have not made the country, united anymore. So that's kind of suck. It is what it is.
Well, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm having a pretty good day today.
I mean, you get a day named after you, so that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's a good day. Here you go. I give myself more arm room so you can see most of my arm now.
I'll be sure to drink one to you. I'll be sure to
homies.
pour one out for you after the show
homies,
here.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going pretty good for me. How's everything on your side, Dave?
It's good. I was just telling Anthony I've been in a slump this week. Came back from vacation and didn't really feel like going to work. And I've also been getting used to the daylight savings change. So it's like my kids are sleeping in and being late to school, and it's just like I'm dragging myself out of bed and going to work and just feeling like I don't really have any motivation.
You know what state doesn't have to worry about that?
You.
Nope.
But you have to worry about running the show earlier.
Yeah,
which I guess isn't a hard thing, right?
It's a positive and a negative at the same time. Like it has its ups and downs. It's lefts
hopefully your
and
boss
rights.
doesn't call you while you're running the show.
No, it's all good. If I did, I'd have to make that my priority. So that's the only rip thing.
Yeah, that's always weird.
I did get some cool pickups though. Yeah,
what'd you get?
So I went my friend and I went shopping for like the new spring. I got this cool Tokyo shirt I found in like a used store.
Oh, nice.
Got this, and they have on the back is like. It's really cool. I like the soccer pedals on the side. That's probably the most reason I got it.
Cool.
Because it's cool soccers on the pedal on the side. So we did some clothes shopping. That was kind of fun. And then I got another giant pickup for Warhammer dollies.
Pat, is the stream quality really low?
Oh, yeah,
right now?
Let me raise that real quick. Give me a second.
Yeah, because it's really blurry on my end.
Yeah, let me run the settings.
Try like 3,000, 3 or 4,000.
Yeah, I did that because of the internet connections the other day.
Okay, yeah.
Quality is going to improve in a second. It will get very clear in a second, and you'll be able to see clearly now the range.
Because I want to see your shirt, but it's more like an abstract shirt right now.
Okay, it should be clearing out any second. I'm just waiting for the stream. Is it again any clearer on your end? Let's increase the bit rate.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a latency. There might be a delay, and I need to wait. But everybody let us know if it. Yeah, so perfect vibe. It's like a '90s show.
Okay, there
now.
you go.
Hey, there you go. I could see it. I could see it. Yes.
Yeah, the Tokyo on the shirt.
Nice.
Big Tokyo, dude.
I like it.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Soccer pedals. Yeah. I just had to clean up the Vaseline off the screen.
Yeah, you just wipe that Vaseline off.
Yeah, we're good. We're Gucci now, guys. We're Gucci. Sorry about that. Let's change that out. See,
I did get something new. Oh wait, you're not done, right? You're not done.
No,
you got some more pickups? Okay, you do the rest of yours.
Dollies. I got this whole stack.
Show me your Warhammer dollies.
This whole stack.
Holy crap.
So this is all $150, but the thing is that I only got the cow stuff. So the Skaven thing I put on eBay, and it's right now up to $51 to bid.
So okay.
So
you got a deal.
Yeah, if I can get this to 100, I pretty much would only pay $50 for that, and this Riptide is like $100 on retail. So if I get down, it'd be like $80 for everything. So I would get pretty much this on a discount. This would be for free, and then this whole battle box would also be for free.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm hoping that's the case. Like with Warhammer, I have to look at rules because all this stuff is mega expensive. Like it's super
no
duper
kidding.
pricey, and it's like, but if I can get deals, like I got my initial army, like it's a full like 3,000 point army for $350, when in reality, if I bought that all retail, I priced it out. It was about $1,700. Like if I priced everything I bought together, so I got a massive.
You got a great deal.
Yeah, and I already built the Riptide that I got with it, so it's all. I'm still working on it. I need to prime this side. I ran out of red primer, so it's a nice and primed. My little Riptide. It's magnetized, so you can take that off of it and replace it.
Nice.
So cool. And I have another. Sending in my second one, so I have two now. One white one and one red one. This one's gonna be more my army's color, and this is gonna be like another army color. But yeah, it's the other Riptide, the little white waste one. This one's more magnetized though, because I thought that it would be more like changeable. So this one's more magnetized versus, so you can take the arm on this one off, but you can't take this one off right here. Yeah, you can't. This one's all solid, but it's mostly because I didn't realize how much it was. It didn't really matter how versatile it was, so I didn't even bother. So
Shadow wants to know if they make Space Hulk figurines. Do they actually have like the Gene Stealers figurines?
Yeah, as in the Warhammer models.
I mean, yeah. So yeah, you know what's funny?
Gene Stealers are actually an army. It's called Gene Stealer the Cult.
I'm only familiar with the Space Hulk game for like 3DO and Saturn, and then like subsequent Warhammer stuff that's come out. But I actually just saw for the first time, and I never bothered looking this up before, but I just saw for the first time some gameplay of Space Hulk on the Amiga, right? Commodore Amiga, and it was like Space Hulk essentially, like same kind of gameplay, kind of like quasi 3D dungeon crawling gameplay, but all in like rendered in 2D. Yeah, and it's kind of cool. Like I wasn't familiar with that version, but that was like the original version, like the Amiga version of Space Hulk.
Yeah, Space Hulk it's actually started out as a board game. I'll see if I can get the video of the original commercial for it back in the 90s. There's let me see, Space Hulk. It's like really cheesy. It was like during the early 90s, but essentially it was it was initially called Space Crusade is the name of it. I'll see if I can get the video on the screen here and play that. Let me I open up the web browser. I forgot we have that ability. Go get that real quick. Then you guys could see, get the web page up. Right, okay. Web page up, it should be. Web page doesn't want to pop up today. That's weird. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Yeah, here's a commercial for it, for the Space Hulk. Or Space Crusade, technically.
Space Crusade takes you into warp space to fight the force of chaos. Deep in a parallel universe where nightmares and Space Crusade, the ultimate adventure.
So what is this a commercial for? Is this a board game? Oh wow, yeah, they do look just like...
To battle through infested starships and win the highest rank. The ultimate encounter is here.
How much is all that stuff now? Like priceless? How does that stuff go for a lot of money now? For people who are collecting?
No, I think it's relatively priced. It's pretty good though. But yes, Space Hulk is
Milton Bradley. I had no idea.
Yeah, they distributed it originally from Games Workshop. But yeah, it's Space Hulk basically started off as a board game. It was a offshoot of 40K. You played as the Tyranids special Gene Stealers, which actually nowadays they have an old army called Gene Stealer Cult, which are actually humans that worship the Gene Stealers. You can actually run Gene Stealers in the army. But yeah, you sound robotic, by the way.
I sound robotic?
And I think you're good now.
Okay.
You're good now. You're good. But yeah,
Dave is sounding. Knight says I sound weird.
No, you're good now. It cleared up. I don't know what happened.
That's weird. Well, let me know if I need to like unplug and replug.
Yeah, but yeah, like I said, I'm very happy. I have my good box sets of 40K. My Tau, my like a Space Communist set. So I'm very happy. Yeah, that's what they're known as, the Space Communist. But yeah, I have a lot of cool stuff with that. So I'm gonna put these together. I put the Riptide together. I just need to finish up some of the bits so I can magnetize it.
I gotcha.
But yeah, I'm really enjoying the game so far. I just finished up the Crusade. We actually have a friends crusade going on, which is like it's like a league, like a bowling league. So it's like a friend bowling for 40K. I'm very excited to play it. I'm really excited to play more Warhammer, and yeah, I'm a nerd for it. So
hey, that's cool.
Whatever.
I said whatever makes you happy, right? I mean,
it does.
Good,
kind of.
Good. So and this is your roommate that got you into it, right?
Yeah.
So that's great. You get something that you guys can do together. So that's cool.
Exactly. It's kind of fun. I actually beat him the other week. The first time I beat him. I think it was not last day, the Saturday before.
Mm-hmm.
So I was kind of happy for myself, and I could finally be able to beat him. He wasn't too happy though, but it was a fair game. I pretty much wiped him off the board with the Tau stuff because it's all shooty. So yeah, I love it, and yeah, Sasquatch said, ever listen to the UK metal band Bolt Thrower? Rotunda music based on Warhammer 40K. I actually did not hear them. Sadly.
Interesting. I have never heard of them. Hi, Memphis said hi in the chat.
Yo, Memphis.
So that's awesome that he's able to watch the show. Hey, Captain Hawden. And we've got, let's see, who else?
Colin Pierce.
Colin. Is SNK boy here? No, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe the time change got him. But he'll be on in an hour like, oh, I missed it. I'm sure we're going to have some folks that are like, I missed it. Because they're just like on autopilot. Are we drinking this stream? Just water? I will drink water after this stream.
I got to put together, I'm got a schedule to put together the Netlink today for the online play. So
nice.
I cannot do that drinking. So that's not going to be happening. So
it's really not hard at all. And I'm glad that you're doing that. So that's awesome. You got what's your setup going to be? You actually have the PC Wizard modem, right?
Yeah,
you got the
right
DreamPi modem. So your line voltage is included. Let's see. So you're just going to go out from your PC, right?
Yeah, just plug this basically into the telephone
your PC.
modem.
Yeah, you'll plug that directly into your the line on the cart. And then your PC out to your router or whatever, and then you're gonna just need to do the port forwards, and then for like TCP and UDP, you do the port forwards, and then you get the software package that Joe put together. So I don't know. We don't have a lot of news to talk about at all, but I think Dan just put up an article. We can talk about that. Or I just want to show you guys, I did pick up a new camera. It finally came. This is the Razer Keo Pro. It actually looks really good. You guys probably won't notice a difference from what I normally look like, but I can tell you I had to work a lot less hard to get myself looking like this. Usually I have to tweak a ton of stuff on my other camera to get it to just look this good, and this is just how it looks out of the box.
It looks pretty clear too.
Yeah. The advantage, the clarity, they're about the same. Honestly, if I'm pointing it at something well lit, they're the same because they're both 1080p cameras. But and is my audio bad again?
No, it's like every so often, like if you say like certain words, it'll digitize, but it's fine now.
Oh God, well,
it's like short.
I could take a chance and unplug and replug. I don't want it to become a problem, but anyway,
I think it's okay for now.
Let me know if it gets bad.
Yeah, but you're decent for now. But yeah, honestly, I really like the quality of the camera. I personally, the thing is that I guess I could get it, but I don't think I need one. Like, because it's like I'm not sure if the quality looks probably the same as mine though. So it's like,
yeah, I mean, like,
I'm not sure if it'd be worth it to.
Right now, you look pretty good. Although your forehead is a little washed out. But then again, that might just be a setting that this one keys much better though. It does the chroma key much easier than my other camera. So
would you say it's worth a purchase in that case?
I mean, for 95, since it's like on sale, I don't know. I think so. Plus, I'm going to use the other one. I'm going to use the other one as a secondary camera. So,
but maybe I'll just do that. I'll just do that. I'll maybe
wait. If you want to wait, you could always wait and get like the 4K one. But I'm not going to be streaming in 4K anytime soon. You probably shouldn't either with your Cox upload speed.
It's going to be bad.
Yeah, so
I pay for a gigabit connection, and I get like literally 0.001 sometimes.
yeah. I mean, your lighting is consistent though. Mine is not. So when it gets darker, you guys won't notice because the camera will compensate.
Yeah. So I'll have to I'll think about it. I'll think about it.
Dave's mic still keys out. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna take it. I think I should take a chance and unplug, right? And replug?
No. He's saying the mic's keying out with the green screen.
Oh, my mic is keying out. Oh, okay. Well,
you know the machine, dude. It's barely noticeable though.
Anyway, what else? Oh, I was talking to James right before we went live, and he was dealing with problems with his N64 mod not working. And I just said the problem was that it was the N64. In general, it's just you shouldn't be playing that, and Sagata knows. And he sees all, so
sees your bullshit.
But James he's here, so he could comment if he wants. But speaking for him, he said that he didn't like the design of the N64, and I thought I was surprised by that because back in the day, as like a teenager, I kind of thought it looked cool. Like I thought it looked really super futuristic and whatnot, like with the curvy organic lines. Definitely different from the Saturn or the PlayStation, but yeah, there's that late '90s push for like everything to look organic, just like the clamshell iBooks I was saying. But
God, those
honestly,
iBooks are ugly.
Blob of black plastic.
Oh, the black plastic. Oh yeah, like the Pismo PowerBook with that soft touch plastic. Raise your hand if you hate soft touch plastic. I do. It turns to like sticky gummy like stuff on everything.
My girlfriend's Dell laptop has that sticky red plastic. It's rubberizing as we speak.
Oh yeah, it like mixes with the oxygen over time, and it just turns to like it
crude
falls
oil,
apart.
I guess.
That's what it is. It's the oils. Like they don't. It's not. What is it? It's not stable. Like the chemistry is not stable over time, so it just kind of dissolves. I had a D-Video Edge that I had to completely strip because it was like that, and the remote is like that, so it gets hairs on it.
Is that the ones that it peels back, the plastic gets all melty and stuff like that?
Yes. Yeah.
I hate that.
It's on some. Unfortunately, it's on a few things. Sometimes it's on controllers, and then years later you're trying to touch the controller and it's all sticky. You know.
It's kind of like that one console that literally
console that's entirely made of it.
Oh yeah, I was about to say that. He read my mind. The Q something. The Gizmo something.
Gizmondo. Yeah. There you go. The
yeah.
Gizmondo. There's something else like that as well. Something else in the soft touch.
After the Thrustmaster flight sticks, PS2 and PS3 Actually, the thumbsticks haven't aged that badly for PS2 and PS3, for me at least.
Mine have.
Really?
Like they peel off. Yeah, they peel off. Unlike the GameCube. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean maybe some are better than others, but James, what did since we have time to just shoot the shit, what did you think of the PlayStation's design when you first saw it? Because that looked alien to me. Like the fact that it's so the fact that it's so flat and it's got that huge oversized disc lid, it looked pretty alien to me compared to like
oversized discs.
I remember the first time I saw one at my grandpa's. Cool was the word. There was something very cool about that tech.
Really?
The Mega Drive, when I first laid eyes on that, was almost like sort of like powerful. Was the only way I could describe it. It looked like it had come from the future.
So my impression of the PlayStation, first of all, was that the name sounded like a preschool toy, a PlayStation, and the buttons were really big. So it was like, do they think that I'm stupid, like that I can't push a power button? So I need like these big buttons to like. It looked like it was for somebody who has either poor vision or just like for kids. They always make kids' toys have like the big, huge buttons. That was my impression of the PlayStation when I first saw it. Was that it was like a little kid's
controller. The PlayStation controller really reminds me of the meme of like, hey, can I copy your homework? And they're looking at the Super Nintendo controller. So yeah, but just like change it up enough.
Just add the thing, add the handles.
Yeah, really ugly, uncomfortable, unergonomic handles.
Yeah, it was kind of like I don't know, it kind of with a mix between like the dog bone controller, but with the handle thrown on there.
I think you've gone robot, Dave.
Now I've gone robot? Damn.
Yeah.
A little.
All right, I'm gonna.
At least the 3DO ripped off a good controller.
Ooh. But yeah, no, actually, I kind of really like the PlayStation controllers. I think that's probably my favorite
better?
feeling one. Yeah, much better.
Okay, thanks.
My first
probably the
exposure to
cable or something.
PlayStation was a DualShock model, so it was already a bit more of a mature product.
Yeah, I don't know. I really enjoyed the PlayStation. Honestly, the first time I saw a PlayStation, I really was enthralled by it. I thought it was so cool. Like from the boot the boot sequence to the boot sequence is my favorite thing about the PlayStation. That sounds weird, but like I love it to the point where I actually don't play PS1 games on PS2. I just play PS1 games on a PS1 because I love the boot sequence. The boom.
Yeah, but it takes so long. It goes on for so long, and then you get the tinkle, tinkle, tinkle.
But it's the thing is that it's a ritualistic thing. Like, you know, the people that are like, oh, I want to play like, you know, the cartridges only. It's like a ritualistic thing. You turn it on, you have the thing come on, boom, and like your whole room shakes, and then your butthole is okay.
It's like
that's a little bit too far, but you know.
Sound.
Exactly, like yeah.
But yeah, I really like it.
Do you prefer the Japanese boot up screen of the Saturn or the PlayStation? They've both got that sort of like wow factor.
PlayStation, my opinion.
Oh, he's asking, do you like the Japanese or US Saturn BIOS boot?
No, he said Japanese PS1 or Saturn. Japanese.
Oh, sorry, I missed that.
Saturn or PS1 boots sound.
Do you know which one has the worst boot sound? N64.
Oh yeah, it has nothing. It's a click.
Yeah, well, what about the DD?
I like the DD. I mean, I don't know anybody that has it, but you know, it's cool. But yeah, BIOS themes. Yeah, BIOS themes. I think the
GameCube.
Mega Drive game. The
GameCube's background music is the Famicom Disk System music slowed down like 800%.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Did you know? But yeah, I think my favorite. Oh, that's kind of hard. The BIOS songs. I can cheat because the BIOS songs. The best BIOS song is the Mega Drive. Or sorry, the Sega CD2's. The do 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 do. That whole thing. The do 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 do.
That was very weird.
It is weird.
I like it.
I think people have nostalgia for it, but it is kind of weird.
I love it. I love that weirdness.
Japanese
It's just like
CD2, quite nice.
I'll be the one to say hot take. I like the US I like the Western Saturn boot sound better than the Japanese. And I mean like
that's the wrong opinion, but
it's not the wrong opinion. It's the right opinion.
I'll let you have it, Dave.
It is understated, and it sounds like I don't know. The Japanese one is just like, but the US one is just. It sounds like a bunch of glass breaking or something like that. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm biased. Okay, I'm biased about the bias.
I guess maybe just the years of editing the podcast. I'm so used to it that I prefer it.
Yeah,
I'm just like I hear the disc go into the drive and then the podcast starting. What are you saying?
I quite like the high Saturn boot sound effect because it's just so unique and different.
That one's cool.
That actually was cool. It sounded like a spacecraft landing.
Yeah, you're right. It kind of sounds like a spacecraft landing. But honestly, yeah, back in the day, the PlayStation design has grown on me over the years to where I quite like it now. But back in the day, I was just like, I really don't like this compared to the Saturn, because I just liked how much more sleeker the Saturn is on top, like the drive door and everything.
Yeah, no, I absolutely love. I love the PS1's look, and it's specifically the fat one. The fat PS2 is my favorite. The giant was a gray box.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I got.
I do not like I hated the PS1, the PSONE look. It looked so ugly. I
liked it with the screen. I liked it with the little travel screen. I thought it was cool, kind of convenient. But yeah, no, it's
a hard sell.
It feels cheap. It feels cheap by comparison.
I have a very distinct memory of seeing the PS1 for the first time. I saw two of them installed on the back seats of like some rich guy's car. So he had like two PS1s with two LCD screens for his children.
Did you Did you break the window and steal it?
Well, I was like 8, so no.
Oh, I would have nicked
I
it.
just wanted to get off.
I've been like, stop being rich, and then broke the
Stop
windows
being
and stole
rich.
both of them. Okay,
Which
maybe I
is
wouldn't have
cuter?
done that. I would have tried to been that kid's friend.
Japanese Model 2 Saturn or PS1 ONE?
Wait, what? Repeat the question.
I feel like the Model 2 Saturn was going for a sort of cutie vibe, which I think the PS1 ONE model was like copying as well. Which one do you prefer?
Oh man, that's a hard one because actually do not like either one of those. Those are my like the oval button Saturn, or sorry, the round button Saturns are my least favorite. The oval button is the best model, like hands down.
Really? I think they're both great. I don't like one more than the other.
I just like the design of the oval button. It's sleek and it looks really cool. I like the ovally shape of it. It's weird. But yeah, if I had to pick
podcast guest from the other week, the Sega guys, the Scottish guy is a huge fan of the oval button Saturn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's obviously correct in that because the oval button is objectively the best version of it. But yeah, if I had to pick the round button Saturn or the PS1, ooh, that's hard. I guess if I had to pick one, it'd probably be the round button because at least I can. At least
it's
I can.
Not a choice. Come on.
At least
this isn't even a.
At least I can. At least I can pretend that it has oval buttons on it versus the PS1. I'll look at it and just vomit almost immediately.
Yeah.
Like because that design is absolute garbage. Like I had
it's
one
not
I gave
bad.
away. It's
Man.
awful. I got rid of all of them because it's so awful. I hate the PS1 design.
There are
So
other consoles
bad.
that are much worse. I mean, come on.
Honestly, I've actually hated all of Sony's Slim models. I hated the look of the PS2 Slim. I hated the look of the PS3. Actually, the PS3 Slim grew on me, but sorry. Well, we can curse now. The fucking disc thing that goes back and forth. Hate that garbage.
You know what's
design.
ugly? The first DS, like the original DS, that thing is ugly. I mean, I kind of like it ironically just because it's so chunky and but it is like, I mean, give me a DS Lite any day. Those things are great, but the first chunky DS looked like a prototype. Like they actually
character.
just
it had character.
Well, it looks like a prototype. It looks like it's not finished.
I like
you
it.
know,
I have nostalgic vibes of going to EB Games and just seeing the DS with Metroid Prime Hunters on it and playing that.
DS Fat. Yeah, I mean you can
Fat.
love it all. You can love it, but I mean, like I got a PSP first, believe it or not, and so I was comparing it like with my friend's DS Fat, and it was just like, wow, one looks like a little kid's toy and really arguably looks like a prototype because it just doesn't. The design just doesn't look finished, whereas the PSP just looks super sleek. The first one with the drive door
PSP,
and everything.
Oh my god, that is literally the best handheld design of all time. Like,
but the funny thing is, I ended up selling my PSP and falling way more in love with the DS over time. You know, but yeah, you could anchor.
Dude, say what you will about the PSP and Vita. Yeah, say what you will about the PSP and Vita. Those designs aged like wine.
Oh, I don't like the Vita. The Vita,
well,
the hardware
Vita,
looks okay, but the OS looks so clunky with the little
okay, the OS is kind of garbage.
You know the little Skittle things, the icon.
Okay,
I hate that skeuomorphism.
I'll give it to you. The OS is kind of shit. Not gonna lie.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
Okay, yeah.
The media crossbar was better.
Just think about how with the Game Boy Advance in 2001.
Yeah.
Just 4 years later, the PSP comes out running Ridge Racer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, the PSP blew me away. I loved it. I'll say it, controversial opinion time. I loved Metal Gear Acid. Metal Gear Acid was so much fun.
It was fine. It was good. Yeah.
And
did people like hate it? It didn't do very well commercially.
A lot of people didn't like it because it wasn't like they were expecting like an MGS game, but it turned out it's just a card game versus
Yeah.
But they did Peace Walker, and that's literally objectively almost the best Metal Gear game is Peace Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, maybe towards the end it kind of sucked. The getting to doorknob every 5 seconds actually kind of maybe not like that game as much. Oh my god, Snakes, the doorknob is gone again. It's like, are you kidding me? I got this guy 3 fucking times and I gotta get him again.
Loco Roco, incredible game.
I've never played, sadly.
So what's
it? Was like the last time Sony felt like they had any fun left in them.
So James, what do you prefer design wise? Dreamcast or
DSi.
Saturn?
Saturn Model 1.
Saturn Model 1.
Dreamcast for me.
Good answer.
Preferably the Japanese grey model.
Yeah. The Dreamcast is like a marvel of engineering when you look at it. It actually holds up so well even today. Like modding a Dreamcast, or putting in like the mode and a new fan even nowadays is like so compact. It's so tiny. It amazes me how they were able to like fit so much into a tiny package like that.
Some folks on the Discord are sending me the Dreamcast to fix it for them amongst some other bits and pieces.
But I also feel like you could kill a person with a Dreamcast. It's so dense that if you chucked it at somebody, you'd have a good chance of knocking them out completely. The Saturn, though, is pretty big, but it's also feels a little bit less dense. So I don't know. You might survive.
Karaoke units that could definitely hurt someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny though is that it's always the compact consoles that are the strongest though, because like I don't know if you remember, but XPlay did like this console drop test where they dropped a PS1, Xbox One, and PS2,
Ooh.
Xbox, the original, and then the GameCube. And the GameCube survived like by a mile.
Sure did. GameCubes were built though for little kids. Like they were built for kids to like destroy them and they'd still be okay. GameCube would, yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't surprise me if the Dreamcast would survive the same amount of torture. It's just so. Yeah. The thing that I think my favorite thing is I thought what Dream Pod it was. I think it was Tom Tronic said that those things were easy to steal because they just put them over their shoulder and out the door.
Yeah, I love the fact that the GameCube had a handle, and like I never really could find a really good use for it. But just the fact that it had it, I was like, here, I can do this. I can hold my console by the handle and knock you over the head with it.
Unused purpose. It was meant to go with the 3D screen that they were developing.
Yeah, exactly.
Another tabletop experience like the Virtual Boy.
Yeah. Oh, Knight used that handle. Do tell. But
I do like. I think my favorite thing about the GameCube though is how bold they were with like, oh, it's gonna be purple. It's like that's the default color. That's like the marketing color. And I was like, and I loved it. I love the indigo. That's my favorite GameCube color.
The purple GameCube is great.
Honestly, I kind of want to do a case swap on my.
Everybody likes the orange spice. I think it's ugly.
I actually have. I was about to say, I have the orange spice as my ODE GameCube in the living room. I'm considering doing a case swap back to the original purple because I love it so much. But the orange spice is so
great
unique.
Halloween. It's like a great little Halloween color, I guess. It looks kind of like the.
I mean, that's when I play it. I play it for Halloween stuff when I want to play Resident Evil for Halloween. That's actually the Resident Evil console now because it's like it has 1, 2, 3, it has 4 on there. Code Veronica, it has all the ones that I want to play. Okay,
I don't
maybe
know if
not
we can
4.
agree. I don't know if we can agree, but I dislike the silver GameCube because it's essentially paint, right? Versus like where the indigo one or the orange, the plastic is actually purple, but they just painted the silver one.
And it chips so easily.
PS2.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, because if there's any nicks on the platinum one, you're gonna see right through it. Versus the purple GameCube, the purple one or the black one. So it's honestly objectively the worst one in my opinion.
Yeah,
like the worst color.
I had a black one. My first GameCube was a black GameCube, and that was when I was in like my 20s, and all I wanted was black. Everything black.
Just paint it black.
Mine was
my soul.
silver Pokemon Coliseum.
Yeah.
Ooh, that one is nice. They gave you a little disc, the little top cover, right? You can switch out.
Yeah, which I didn't realize I could do for like 20 years.
Yeah, no, I'm considering getting the Metal Gear Solid one, the Foxhound logo on the top of it. I want to get that one.
There's a mod to that game. They've just revealed that there is a mod to put the Metal Gear Solid PS1 soundtrack into Twin Snakes, which really genuinely improves the atmosphere of it.
Ooh, I'll have to download that one.
I'll send you a link.
Because I have an ODE, so I can easily do that. Because I have a couple Smash mods on there too for the GameCube. But yeah, it's we're at 44 now. We're getting hella watchers. But yeah, I'm glad that the GameCube sections and the Dreamcast stuff's enthralling people. But yeah, I love my GameCube. Honestly, it's probably my third favorite console next to Saturn and Dreamcast.
We need to do. So I was thinking about doing an editor's corner with you where we talk about PlayStation, like favorite games.
Ooh, I like it.
And you know, I'd kind of like to also focus on PlayStation games that we think that Saturn fans would enjoy if they're not, like, if they haven't really delved into PlayStation. There's actually some really good bangers. I mean, obviously the PlayStation library is just full of
Ghost in the Shell, PS1.
Oh
that
my
is
god,
phenomenal. You just
love
like
that game.
You went straight to no foreplay. You just went straight to like one of the best games.
Literally, yeah.
Seriously.
Like not
Seriously.
even like gameplay aside, the voice
Yeah.
acting, they got everybody.
No,
And, like,
that
it was
game
amazing.
looks great. It controls great. It's got awesome cutscenes. There's really nothing bad I can say about the
The
game.
soundtrack is hands down one of the best
Also,
PlayStation
like,
1 soundtracks.
Omega Boost is a highly underrated one that people don't really talk about a lot, but it's like a really cool mech shooter game.
Yeah.
People should check it out. There's a bunch of good stuff on the PlayStation,
Mech
though, so we could do a
Warriors.
whole cast about that.
Or the-
And
what is it, Mech
GameCube.
Assault? Yeah.
We could definitely do like a GameCube
I'm
episode
down
where
for
we just talk
GameCube.
about the GameCube. But
You know, Polyphony Studio, the Gran Turismo guys.
Mhm.
They did like a Panzer Dragoon wannabe. That was like the last thing they did before, you know, becoming
yeah, what
the.
was that? What was that?
Mm,
Forget what it was called. But yeah, they did a couple interesting games outside of like the typical Gran Turismo stuff that they're known for. Honestly, speaking of Saturn and 32-bit gaming and stuff like that, I often say there are a lot of DS games that feel like Saturn games if folks are willing to, you know, make that stretch and look into stuff like, you know, Phantasy Star Zero. Phantasy Star Zero feels like a Saturn version of PSO, basically. It looks like one. I mean, it easily looks like
Rush.
Sonic Rush is amazing. Yeah, good call. You have good taste in games.
Thank you.
Yeah. What?
Honestly, I really wish I got deep into the DS. I just played the base level stuff.
Yeah, it's so good. It's such a
Great.
In fact, I didn't bring my Switch to Hawaii because I didn't want it to get borked or something like that. So we brought the DS on the plane.
Honestly, better idea.
We ended up playing True Swing Golf, which is really, really good. Like, I never really gave it that much time, but it ends up being like a really good golf game. So now I need to get it on eBay. And also we played the Power Pros game on the DS. They had the, you know, Powerful Pros, Yaku Powerful Pros.
No.
It's a baseball series in Japan that's like really popular with the little chibi baseball players. Konami, exactly.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
In 2008, they brought it. In 2008, they tried to bring it to the West on the Wii and the DS, and it was phenomenal. The Wii versions of that game are absolutely freaking amazing. Like some of the best baseball games you can play. But it didn't go over commercially, so they didn't bring it back. Just now, they've brought through the eShop for 99 cents. You can get the newest Powerful Pros game in the West, and they're like trying it kind of again. They're trying to dip their toe into the Western market and see if people will bite. Ian from the Completely Unnecessary podcast mentioned it, and so I picked that up, and it's pretty good. So folks should definitely buy that if they want to send Konami the message that we're interested in it in the West. But yeah, the DS version is amazing as well. So ended up playing a lot of that. But the one DS game that I want to see a new one in the series is Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Like, I need another Clash of Heroes game. It's so great. And we haven't had one since like 2009. They put it on 360 and PC. So it's really sad.
The Saturn and the DS have another sort of spiritual link for me. One of the best games on the visual novel aspect. My first visual novel was Phoenix Wright on the original DS.
Oh, yeah. Those games are great. Phoenix Wright on the
Like Phoenix
absolute
Wrong,
good.
am I right?
Yeah, those ones are
he's
phenomenal.
right, you're wrong.
Honestly, there's a lot of good. There aren't any. Okay, there's a couple rhythm games on the Saturn. There's Jung Rhythm, and there's another one, but I was thinking like
DS rhythm game, Elite Beat Agents.
when it comes to homebrew, I kind of think that that's an easy one that somebody could do is like a rhythm
Was
game.
the
on
DS any
Saturn.
good for shmups?
Yeah, they had a bunch of that
Nano
Bango
Stray.
on there.
It had Bangai-O, it had Nanostray 1 and 2, which were also really good, and there was...
I'm pretty sure there's a Darius game on there too.
Yeah, there was a Gradius or Darius, I forget.
I can't remember one of those two. I remember seeing
Not great. No, it's not great for shooters, to be honest with you. PSP would have more shooters, but it had a couple good ones. Oh, Space Invaders Extreme, yeah. That's a good call.
I'm trying to think what my favorite DS game of all time would be.
And Dan, Retrospectors likes True Swing Golf, so there you go. Folks should try it out. It's underrated. By the way, speaking of Dan, he just did a stream of Minnesota Fats Pool.
Oh, Dave's gone robot.
Have I gone robot again? Damn it. Am I full on robot?
Fats like a reskin of a side pocket game?
What'd you say?
Minnesota Fats, I think it's like a Western sort of like rebranding of Side Pocket, which was a game I used to play a lot of on Mega Drive.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
So Dan was saying that he likes Minnesota Fats better than Side Pocket 3 on the Saturn. That's a better game, better pool overall. And he was playing with Double Dime through Parsec, and it was really interesting. It's always, I'm way behind when it comes to the Parsec thing. I need to get one of those Wingman adapters, and there's another part that I need. Type something. No. He would be able to tell me in the comments. There's two basic parts that you need. You need the you need the Wingman adapter, the Brook Wingman, and you need something else for it that I forget. I just haven't done it. I want Dan or Double Dime to get together and help write a guide for folks to do Parsec, and we can put it up on the SHIRO site, because I think more people would be interested in doing that. It's really good for turn-based, like slow-paced turn-based games that don't really require Twitch gameplay, you know?
Yeah, Twitch.com. Seeing really games in the chat, definitely if I had to pick my favorite one is probably, I mean, you probably could take a guess, would be up there.
Oendon?
Huh?
Oendon? Or what? Rhythm Elite Beat Agents, that kind of thing, or
just like rhythm games in general. Like you could probably guess what my favorite rhythm game is besides Guitar Hero.
Rapper the Rapper?
No, the giant thing I have the arcade machine for.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Sound
okay,
Voltex,
yeah. Sound Voltex.
But yeah, I do love Bamani. I love Guitar Hero. I love Project Diva. Hell, I love the Persona dancing games. Are a lot of fun too.
Oh yeah.
Like a lot of people hate on them, but I love I love the Persona 5 and 3 ones. I have not played 4 yet. I've heard it's really good though.
It was great. 4 was great. The dance. What was it called? It was
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Dancing All Night, yeah.
And then 5 Dancing in Starlight or something like that.
So we should talk about Saturn while we can.
Yeah,
while we have
we blew 47 minutes, so we got some time.
We've actually dropped in viewership, but for those that have stuck around in viewership, we should talk about the little bit of news that we have, and anything else that we don't have articles on, but it's going on in the Saturn community. We should probably try to cover. Before I went robot, I meant to say that folks should definitely check out Retrospectors. Check out that Parsec stream. That was really a fun watch, and also it makes me want to get a copy of Minnesota Fats. But I just can't stomach $50 for a long box. I'm trying to find a deal on it.
He wants to get some Minnesota Slims.
Minnesota Slims?
He doesn't want to pay
like
full fat
Virginia.
price.
Those are like the Midwest version of the Virginia Slims.
Yeah, they give you less throat cancer, or more, depending on who you ask.
Oh, and Nick Panda did a stream as well of. Damn it, what did he do just the other day? On Wednesday, he streamed...
Guardian Heroes.
Guardian Heroes, that's right, yeah. The week prior, he was doing Densha to Go, I think. But yeah, so he did Guardian Heroes, that was cool.
Yeah, I need to finish playing that one. I played it before, it's kind of fun, but you know...
Guardian Heroes?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's pretty fun when I played with it.
Runs a little rough on Saturn by comparison to the 360, the virtual arcade, the 360 arcade, and the PC, like the Steam version. But it's still, it's really good. It's classic Saturn game. This game, the one that you have up on the screen, is terrible. I can honestly say, Skytar. Yeah, and it's not a cheap. game either.
Kay had the arcade machine for this too.
Oh, did he? So maybe the arcade machine is better because this is not. I don't think was this an STV game?
No, it's
I don't
Model
know.
2.
No, it's Model 2. Okay, yeah, the arcade one is definitely better. This was a rough port, and it just feels so sluggish. Like it's kind of boring. I do have a long box of this, and and Dan likes Sky Target, so we're just disagreeing all over the place today. Dan, why don't you tell us why you like Sky Target? Or he doesn't have his mic enabled. But
I like Sky Target because it's fun.
On the Saturn.
Yeah, on the Saturn. I've only played it on the Saturn.
Okay, cool.
I mean, yeah, the graphics are a little rough, but like
it's not the graphics, is it?
Still fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's no Stellar Assault, that's for sure.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying. I would not say that Sky Target is like a top 10, top 20, maybe even not even top 30 Saturn game. But like, I still
it's
like
like
it.
a 5. It's like a 5 or 6 out of 10 at the most. I would give it like a 6 out of 10.
Like,
But
I just like flying. It's like flying games. So
that's
kind of
fair.
why I get kick out of it. But I mean, like another thing I like about it is that the music is by David Latesy, who also did the music to Fighting Vipers, and his sound is like you can tell it's him.
It's undeniable.
He gets that organ in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like.
And you're a big Fighting Vipers fan. You're a big Fighting Vipers fan. That's a good point. The music is a redeeming quality of this game for sure. And on top of that, again, I might be judging it too harshly based on what was hoped for, or what was expected from this game was to be like an afterburner, like a 3D afterburner, but it doesn't carry that kind of energy, or impact that afterburner has, Yeah,
I mean, probably hard to get the speed of afterburner going on Saturn 3D,
Well, there's another game called what is it? G-Lock? Somebody help me out here. There's a Japanese G-Lock, and that's quite a bit faster.
I mean, that's not. Is that a 3D game? Like I thought that was a super scalar game as well.
It's the most scalar game.
Switch.
It's a what, James?
It's that one that was often played in the R360 arcade machine, the one that fully rotated you around.
Oh God,
yeah,
that one.
That's
one of them is rusting away in a field in Ireland.
Yeah, so and I'm not sure.
That's the second most disappointing thing that was built in. The second most amazing looking thing that was sadly not as successful that was developed in Ireland.
I'm trying to see
I don't
if
think T-Lock was ever on the Saturn either.
It was on game.
Then it's a different game that I'm thinking of. I'm trying to find the name of it. Let's see here. G-Lock Air Battle. No, it's not G-Lock. It is not G-Lock. What is the game?
I think it's called G-Force.
G-Force, maybe? It could be G-Force.
No, I'm just joking. That's that hamster movie.
3D
I'm just messing with you.
Hamster movie.
What was it? There was the 3 friggin' hamsters that like.
I'm gonna find out now. I'm gonna find out for you because I can't believe that I
found a Japanese game called Strong Style.
G Vector. Check out G Vector. That's the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, G Vector. This is a much faster moving 3D shooter that, and while it's not, it also isn't really afterburner, but I'm just saying it is possible to do, it's possible to do.
And it plays like Sky Target? Or like
similar. You'd have to take a look at it, but it plays it, like where you're flying into the screen.
Fly in the sky.
Bring up some video, Pat. Bring up some video on the browser of G Vector.
I'm too lazy.
You're my on demand. Video on demand.
I'm just gonna
Saturn G Vector.
I gotcha. I'm just getting hamster videos. I think maybe.
Okay, so. Game's supposed to be impossible in the later levels without cheats.
Shout out, I play Sega. Another big viewer of ours.
Sega. I play Sega.
Yeah, I definitely haven't played this before. Looks cool.
It's another one you got to play now because it's a.
Yeah.
This is an on-rails shooter, kind of. I would say. I mean, but I guess so is Sky Target. You're moving forward. You can't stop yourself. So yeah, but I mean, and it's not great. It's not. This isn't perfect either. But I would argue that this plays better than Sky Target. But anyway, I appreciate the fact that you appreciate Sky Target, Dan.
I like the game. I like the game in the description right here. It's pretty funny.
What? Where? What's the description?
The game. Star Fox.
The game says Star Fox.
Oh, the game in the description is Star Fox. Maybe YouTube didn't have G Vector, and so he's thinking, okay, people will click on this by accident when they're looking for Star Fox. It is kind, it is kind of derivative
Star Fox-esque looking.
Yeah. But and again, I don't know how much this one goes for on eBay, but
it's kind of like if Star Fox was absolute garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Oh no, he's original Star Fox. Yeah, never mind. Actually, this one looks a lot better than the original Star Fox. I actually do not like the original Star Fox.
Well,
have you seen the original Star Fox running on a Mega Drive?
Oh, I did.
What?
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I didn't.
it looks
Is it actually
it's
good?
pretty bad. I mean, it's impressive, but it's also pretty bad taking on its. Yeah, like it's not the way you want to play it, but it is impressive to see that they did that.
Yeah, Star Fox 64 is definitely hands down the best Star Fox.
That's grounded. You got grounded by Blue, Pat.
Oh, well, that sucks.
Yeah.
Would you prefer Star Fox 64 or Panzer Dragoon Zwei?
Star Fox 64.
Panzer Dragoon Zwei. Why is that a choice? Is that a choice? What was the question?
Which one you
Nothing
prefer?
beats nothing beats Panzer Dragoon Zwei. Get out of here.
I like my furries, so Star Fox 64.
I'm trying to sort of educate some Nintendo fans, like they should try like classic Sega. They don't know what they're missing out on.
Jiggle says, definitely have a think for some Saturn games that are objectively, it keeps going down, objectively bad or average. Played through Dark Legend and thought it was pretty cool.
Star Fox Assault is pretty solid. Star Fox Adventure is absolute garbo.
Oh, Star Fox Assault was great on the DS.
That's the GameCube one.
Okay, there was a DS Star Fox game, Star Fox Command. Yeah,
that one was bomb. I like that one.
That was really good. Yeah,
that one is probably the second best Star Fox.
And Star Fox Adventure created all the furries of the 21st century.
Unfortunately, yeah. I like Martin Evans. Pat's going to hell for that answer. For what? Saying Star Fox 64 over Panzer Dragoon Zwei, or the furry thing, or both. Yeah, because Command actually was worked on by Dylan Cuthbert, the guy that did the Star Fox original one, and Star Fox 2. So
Argonaut.
Technically, it's a Star Fox 2 in a spiritual form.
Mm-hmm. I'm surprised we're still watching this. Like the article was about. I mean, you could actually show folks what Sky Target looks like by comparison.
You hate Sky Target so much. You're just like
no.
Footage of this garbage.
I know, right? I know. We ended up watching No, show them a video of Sky Target and let them see how it runs. Sky Target Saturn though.
I was like, there was like something Target and something for tomorrow or something like that.
Yeah, it's got to be the Saturn version so that they can see. But it's the frame rate is lower. It's not bad. Like I said, I bought a copy of it and I have played it a couple times. I just found it kind of frustrating. A great flying game, Dan, you might love, or maybe you already know, Wing Arms is great. You should definitely give that a shot.
No, I actually have a real copy of Wing Arms.
Nice.
It is cool, but I guess like sometimes the missions are a little obtuse as for like what you have to do.
Okay, fair.
Little tough. Like I don't know. Like Sky Target is much more arcadey.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Yeah.
It's a little more straightforward. So they're kind of different. Like they're both flying games, but they're different experiences.
Yeah. And so Sky Target with the F-18 or whatever, it feels like it should have been more of a, it should have been more of a like a follow-up to the Afterburner series, Afterburner 2, whatever. And so, that's where the G Vector one, the way that it moves much faster and has the kind of like that frantic pace, it feels more like a
yeah. Honestly, Sky Target looks better, but Sky Target looks better, but G-Force looks like the better game to play. Better gameplay.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's blasphemous to say or not, but
no, I mean, I kind of see where you're coming from. This huge monster jet that you have to fight, it's got this interesting, like they tried really hard to make it look chrome, with the sprites,
it just looks silver
texturing. Yeah, kind of, yeah. But they did. I mean, the artist did pretty good job. It's Appaloosa, right? So it's like the Echo the Dolphin team.
Yeah.
Is that Ed Annunziata? I don't know if he was working with them at the same time. But yeah, there's some clipping going on there. But anyway, so yeah, maybe I need to give it another shot just in honor of Dan liking it so much. I'm gonna give it another shot. See what I think.
Do that where you give games a shot if people, and it's like you.
I do.
End up kind of liking them.
if somebody that I know likes it, then I start thinking, well, maybe there's something wrong with me. Maybe I didn't.
I mean, there is, but like we don't just say that to your face.
I mean, it's all right if it's not your cup of tea.
Oh, definitely. But there's always, like I can. The thing is, when you're just when you have no, when you're not bought into a game or you have no real reason to give. Okay, there he is. There's our Dan. So when you're not really bought into a game, it might be just something that you're trying out, like from a cursory glance, and maybe you're going through a bunch of images on a ODE or something like that, and you're kind of trying stuff out to see what clicks. And if it doesn't click for you right away, maybe you move on, right? And that's sometimes the case with games with me. So it's like if Pat says, actually, I really enjoyed Hang On 95, or, it was better than I thought it was, and I'm like, really? Okay, honestly, I need to go back and check that out and see if there's something I missed about it. And sometimes I find out that they're right. I mean, look, I like Congo. Peter convinced me to like Congo, and I actually do. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm starting to review a lot of games that like game companies gave bad reviews, or game reviewers gave bad reviews back in the day. Like a lot of games XPlay rated absolute garbage. I actually really ended up liking. Like I played a lot of them.
Yeah. Well, Tommy Tallarico gave Smash Melee like a 2 out of 10 or something.
No, he didn't. That's a lie. He didn't do that. He totally didn't do that.
Right. He totally didn't do that.
No, he didn't. He he won all those Guinness records and worked on Metroid Prime.
That's as silly as the God Hand review.
Huh?
God Hand was one of the games that was infamously scored really low by IGN.
Yeah, a lot of games we have to look back and replay them, because a lot of reviewing back in the day, it's so think of it like Weezer's Pinkerton, where it's like it got crapped on, but it's like one of the most legendary albums of all time.
Oh, that's a good point, I guess.
Because at least that's my thing and that's why I like going back to games that got really bad reviews. And a lot of the games that got bad reviews are they're weird Japanese games, end up being super expensive. Like God Hand's a couple $100 now. Cubivore's last time I checked $500 or something crazy.
Like whenever something has a bad review based on some kind of subjective, I don't know, arbitrary rating.
Reason?
I mean, yeah, some arbitrary reason. It's like, oh, it's bad because of this. And it's like, okay, but if you don't think that that's a bad thing, then you wouldn't rate the game that way,
It's kind of like just the way it is, because back in the day they reviewed it based on giant storylines or the gameplay or something like that, or some other thing. So nowadays
it's never about the game itself. It was about how it pushed the envelope.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Say hi. Is that James or is that Dan? Or is it both of you guys? You're on each other's laps. Dan said Dan's out at a pub, I think, drinking. So maybe it's James.
I mean, he could be at the pub.
He could
drinking.
be at the pub
He
watching.
had them. He had
It's
them put it on
James.
the. He had to put it on the TV in the pub. It's like, "Oi, mate, can you put on the fucking Sega Saturn Sega SHIRO show, please?"
What's a Sega Saturn?
We were talking about you, James, just a
mate.
little bit ago. You're a huge fan of the quote unquote Model 1 like oval button Saturn. We started out talking about designs of the Saturn and the different consoles. So yeah,
Yeah, I was here for it.
Huge.
huge ass. That is a clever screen name.
Come on. I love it.
Yeah. So what do we got for this roundup, Dan? First of all, thanks to Dan for
Yes,
putting
thank
this
you, Dan the
together,
man.
so that we actually had some news to talk about this week, because it's a really slow news week.
I threw it together in under an hour, but you're welcome.
Works. Yeah, there's just like a lot of it was just like little bits and pieces like it. I don't think any of these justified a whole article, so I think it's good that you just chop these up to little bite-sized things.
Yeah,
I like it.
and really none of it really happened in the past week. It's from stuff from like a couple weeks ago that just hadn't been reported on the website. So now it's on there. But so the first story we got is a model kit from Gun Griffin is gonna go on sale. Actually, it's not on sale yet. I should change that header. Sorry about that.
It's all good. You got my hopes
yeah,
up.
I don't think it's on sale yet. I didn't see
Oh my God.
like a date when it's gonna come out. But Game Arts, the developer of Gun Griffin, announced that a new 1/72nd scale model, like a garage kit, of the Type 12 armored walking vehicle is going to be coming from a company called Monten Kobo, who sell online through Rakuten's Japanese website. And Monten Kobo is a retailer that specializes in model kits. It's based in Japan. They do ship internationally through EMS. And they already sell a bunch of Gun Griffin models.
Why can't I click on these things? I click on them and it just takes me back to the page.
Scroll down. It is showing them to you. Just they're at the bottom. It's a weird page.
Oh, okay. It's just a weird website.
Yeah, it's set up weird. But if you click
These
on
are a
one,
lot of
on the
models.
bottom.
Holy crap! Are these all Gun Griffin?
Not all of them, but quite a few of them are. Some of them are from another series that I've never heard of before. But yeah, some of them are Gun Griffin. Quite a few.
I kind of want to get one of these just to put them together. I'm guessing you have to paint them.
Pat, this is the Warhammer stuff was a gateway into.
Yeah.
It looks like a lot of them are sold out though. That Walking 12 is sold out. This one looks like it's available.
I placed my order for all of those Sakura Wars figures, and they should be with me in about a week.
Cool.
Didn't you say it cost like you an arm and a leg to get them?
Postage would have been an arm and a leg had I gone with like next day delivery from Japan, but about $50 to get it to the UK in 2 weeks. Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, some of these look like they're sold out, so I think they are actually on sale now, Dan.
Well, some of those are, yeah, but like this one that they just tweeted about, the Type 12, is not on sale yet.
It's the Type 12 Armored Walking Combat Vehicle, Desert Camouflage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can portrait right here.
James,
right there.
were you talking about the Kobu? You got like a... Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, see, I could buy it right here.
So I will have to
No,
find
that's a different one. That's a 1 to 200 scale.
You're gonna put your credit card in online?
Okay.
Yeah, this is a 1/72nd scale that they announced, so it's bigger.
Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
It's all right. It's hard, it's hard when you're looking at something in a different language.
So tiny. We
need to raise funds to ship the SSG a life-size mech.
I mean, technically, I could paint this pink and whatever color it is and pretend this is a. I paint pink and pretend it's like a Kobu.
Who would know?
Who would know?
I got what's her name's the Russian girl. I have her Kobu.
Okay.
Is it red?
Maria?
Is Maria's red?
No, hers is blue.
Which one is red?
That would be Koran.
Yo, Koran, yeah. Hey, I got Koran's.
Or Kana. Sorry, Kana is red. Koran is
yeah, Kana's the
green?
karate one. Yeah, Koran's is green.
Kana just does like melee, and she's
yeah,
red.
I got hers. This is her Kobu.
Kana is the second best girl. Sumire wins for me.
Sumire.
Sumire's pretty good. I gotta go with Iris though. Iris is my favorite, just because she has those cool psychic powers.
When are we getting that final episode of Uncle from Another World?
Never.
I don't know. That's
Netflix
towards the end of this
very
article,
soon.
so we can talk about that in a minute.
I skipped ahead of the yeah, that's right. I skipped ahead of the Radiant Silvergun patch for Switch.
Yeah, so there is a new little patch that came out back on March 8th for Radiant Silvergun on the Switch. And this update fixes some bugs. It's not like a major update, but you know, another little update. So just wanted to make mention of it for any Radiant Silvergun fans. If they were having some kind of an issue with the score calculation being different between like the final like high score table and what they actually got in the game, this patch supposedly fixes that issue. So that's nice. Cool. Yeah, and of course, the last patch was back in December, and at the same time they put that patch out, they put up like viewable replays and high score tables and stuff on their website, which is pretty neat. And we linked to that in that story back in December. So important to keep those high score tables accurate because the world can see it.
Oh, I forgot to mention before we get off the mech thing, I'm actually going to put like trees and get sakura petals on the bottom of this and make it like very Japanese-esque. So it'll be a pseudo. My whole army will have like a pseudo sakura vibe to it.
Take pictures when you
I definitely will. I'm working on painting them all first. I'm gonna get them all based like get sakura petals on the bottom of it and like get sakura trees, glue it to there, and have like a little like Japanese-esque design to all of them. It'll be sweet. I'm excited. You guys will love it, hopefully. And honestly, I think I might have enough crisis suits where I'll paint them like the Mugans or the
the Kobus
Mugans. Yeah. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, well, the Mugans are the new Soccer Wars 2019 mechs are called Mugans.
Yeah, I'm not sure which one I'm gonna do is the Mugans or Mobus, but or the Kobus, so I'll figure it out.
Cool. All right, so the last story that we've got here is that the final episode of the anime Uncle from Another World finally aired in Japan. That show originally debuted back in July last year, and it was supposed to just run for 13 episodes through the end of September, but the animation studio, Atelier Pandark, had said that they were delaying because a lot of their staff came down with COVID-19. So, they came back again in August for a few more episodes, but then had to go dark again until November, at which point they got almost the rest of the season out. They had to fall short by one episode. And then it's been a nearly 3-month delay from the end of December until about a week ago. Before that final episode finally got out the door. But that's only for Japan. Here in the United States, Netflix had been releasing English subtitled versions of the episodes a couple weeks after they came out back in July and August. But then once they had that second delay until November, Netflix didn't come back with more subtitle episodes.
Right.
So they've only had the first 7 up there since October. They have not put the last 6 episodes up, and they've been completely radio silent. I mean, people have tweeted at them. I've tweeted at them saying hey, when are you going to give us these last episodes? They never reply to anybody. And when you go onto the Netflix page, the Netflix page for Uncle from Another World, it just says our favorite uncle is on his way back. And doesn't give a date. Sometimes Netflix will just kind of put the release date for when something is coming back or the new season's gonna debut right on the product page or in the show's page.
Right.
And they haven't done that with this, so I have no idea when we're going to finally get English subtitles officially for the rest of the show. But it was a really cool show with the first 7 episodes. It says lots of love for Sega and for the Saturn specifically, because the titular uncle loves to play Saturn games. He's obsessed with them. He loves Guardian Heroes and
and Mega Drive. Like there's a lot of Mega Drive references and
like Sonic.
What was there? Was there like a big Dynamite Heady reference in there, and a bunch of other.
Very true to the Japanese. He doesn't care about the Dreamcast.
Wow, R.I.P.
Yeah,
well, there
have been very little mention. I think it was 1 or 2 mentions of the Dreamcast in there. But Robo Dave's back. Damn it.
So my thing is, so is this only supposed to be a short run series, or is this only the first season of the 13 episodes?
With most anime, they just kind of do one season and they see how it goes, see how well the Blu-ray sales go and the merch sales go, and then if it's successful enough, then they'll announce, okay, we'll do a second season, and then it's another like year or 2 before they finally get around to the second season. It's kind of rare that a show just like comes out the gate saying, okay, we're going to do multiple seasons, or we're going to do dozens of episodes. Most anime, you just get that one season and then you're kind of hoping and praying that it's going to come back with another one eventually one day. So
fans shout out.
Yeah, so they just planned on doing this one season, and I guess if Blu-ray sales and stuff are good enough, maybe they'll do a second season. I mean, it seems like a lot of people like it.
There's a manga. There's a English manga if you want to read it. Yeah, so
I have all 5 volumes right here in front of me on my bookshelf.
So you know what happens.
Yeah,
RP main character dead. Probably not. I haven't read it yet, but I do want to get there's one manga I want to read about Magic the Gathering. I really want to read that one. That one looks pretty cool. So I'm
just a general like a manga about kids playing Magic the Gathering.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'm excited to read it. It's all about Magic the Gathering, so I'm excited to see how it plays. Because I know Yu-Gi-Oh! Technically is about Magic the Gathering, but it's its own brand of Magic. It's like dual monsters, but it's literally just Magic the Gathering off-brand.
Interesting.
So, Magic the Gathering Dollar Store Edition.
Well, I can't wait.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say that's why a lot of people said, "Oh yeah, he was cheating, playing a bunch of monsters," and it's like in Magic, if you have the mana, you can do that. Like that's why it's like funny seeing, "Oh, Kaiba cheated." It's like, well, technically, it's a ripoff of Magic, and if they don't do the mana like that, then yeah, it's not cheating. Because Magic, you can play a ton of monsters on your first turn. Heck, I got one turn. I got some guy summoned 6 monsters and killed me in one turn. So that was fun. Thanks.
So we've got more folks who have joined the online roster. I felt like that deserved to be mentioned. Let's see here. Who recently? Pat is getting his setup going, so you're going to be joining the online roster.
Yeah, I got a tournament match for a game I've never played before, so that's going to be fun.
And then I don't know. I added. Let's see, Gotcha from Chile and Man of Stone finally got his going from the UK. Okay, so we've got 2 more, and then I think there was another one that I may have missed. Knight may have added them to the roster, but I think I have to add them to the list. But yeah, so we've got like 25 or more here, like people on the NetLink roster, and the tournament is going, and Pat is going to submit. Oh, Emily is doing it, right? She's doing the tournament as well.
Yeah, she's in there.
So definitely. Oh, hey, 8-bit.
Hey, he's showing up.
What? Yeah, like an hour later. So I hope it wasn't a work-related thing where he couldn't get away. Maybe he'll be able to join us earlier next week. But yeah. Oh, okay. So Emily had to drop due to speed issues.
I'm not sure what that means.
Like connection issues, speed. I'm guessing latency or something like that.
Yeah, probably.
But definitely, folks, if you're watching, you're interested, you're in the YouTube chat, and you're interested in getting your Saturns online, definitely, get yourself a Netlink or a Japanese modem cart, and pick up Joe RPG Fans free tunneling software that'll get you online, and you'll be able to join one of our online tournaments. Netlink carts, it's hard to say how much they are.
If you want a decent deal, go on Yahoo Auctions Japan. Actually, let's do that right now. We usually do that.
Let's do that, because there's one on eBay, and again, like,
if you see anything naughty in my thing, just ignore it. I'm not a bad person, I promise.
Yeah.
I need to do some Google searching, so I'm gonna hide this real quick while I do some. Actually, I'm just doing the other browser and just move it over. Let me just do that real quick.
And I mean, I'm hoping that folks are able to get some of these carts, to actually use them, versus like folks buying them up just to add them to the collection, put them on the shelf. Eventually, our own Knight of Dragon is working hard away at creating a solution that will allow everybody with a Saturn to be able to go online and play without a Netlink modem at all, using a serial to USB cable. But that's very much a work in progress, and it'll be done when it's done.
All right, here we go, guys. We have a couple options here. We got one that's bidding for $50-something. I can't see, my eyes are broken. Another one right here with a big bundle.
Yeah, so typically they're around like $50 for one of these carts, but they can go up to $100 for like a US one. It really just depends.
Let me see if I can get some links in here. We'll see if we can get some. So here's this one.
But again, this isn't like a VCD card where you might use it for one game, or you might use
this one's just $9 right now bidding. Sorry, I thought it was 50. It was $9.52. You can bid Sniper now. It's got 14 hours remaining. This one's a big bundle. It's a couple things, so this might be a little bit more. Okay, that's cool. I've never seen this bundle before. Another Netlink bundle.
Yeah.
Kind of neat. This one is right now.
That's the virtual on.
It's $155 for two of them.
Oh, but look, you get the winter heat and the virtual on bundle. That's a lot of overkill, but that's actually pretty cool.
You get a my god. Who wants 10 of these? A boxed bundle of 10 Netlinks.
Pat, you need to buy that. We need to buy that with SHIRO funds, and then we can sell them to the community members. How much? Do you
want to do that? We have like $2,000. I can do it right now if you want.
How much is it?
It's 0 bids, a day left at $215.
Buy it. Buy it now. Yeah, buy it. Blue says buy it.
What's the what's max should I put in for the bid? Like,
$300.
All right, let me do that real quick.
We can put $300 and maybe more. I don't know, because the thing is, that's enough that we'll be able to sell them to people for like $40. Like, as long as we break even, we're not looking to make money on this, but we're looking to get more people into our community and playing online for these tournaments.
Let me go log it real
and
quick.
Shouts to Double Dime, Slow Coin in the YouTube chat for really like being consistent, always around, versing folks.
All right, what are we saying? 300, 350? What are we thinking?
I don't know. I'd like Knight to chime in. What do you think?
Knight. Thoughts?
Or forever hold your peace. We'll just do.
I'm doing.
He stepped away to.
I posted a link in general to a Sega print ad for the Netlink that you can check out. It is the most 90s Sega advert ever.
Yeah.
We're gonna do.
They wouldn't have made that after 2001.
This is you guys are witnessing a gross misappropriation of Patreon fund. No, honestly, this is like, I think
337. I'm gonna. Should I go a little higher? 350. So about 40,000 yen.
You figure $40 shipping cost. What, to people? No, I could ship these. We could ship these super cheap.
What is 371?
But it is the box to the US. Okay, all right. Yeah.
What are you thinking? We have
Blue is like,
371.
no, this is adulting. But definitely, yeah. Do what it. I would. Okay, so how many are there?
10.
10. Okay, so I don't want to pay more than. You don't want to pay more than $50 each. Okay, shipped. So let's figure that out.
That's 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30. So like if we say $50 each, that's gonna be $500 for the whole
Thanks,
thing.
Blue. Blue just helped us
All
out.
right, $20 for the bid. I'm raising this up to $390 in that case.
Yeah, we want to get it, but we also want to not just overpay ridiculously because people could just get their own.
All right, there we go. 445.2.
Yeah,
yes.
and I mean, we will need modems too. We'll need those but I was gonna reach out to PC Wizard and see if there's any news on him doing more of those little USB.
Yeah.
With the line voltage included.
Yeah, honestly though, even if we do go above and we do spend more, like it's a community service. So if we spend like maybe turns out $30 or $40 that we had to go out of our own pockets to do this for people.
Yeah,
I live with that. That's what we're here for. So yeah.
Yeah, I can live with that too. Plus, Blue just gave us $20, so there you go. Thanks, Blue.
baby.
Kiss.
Let's see if we can get that bid placed in.
It would be nice to have the little USB modems and the just be able to get people onboarded with like a little package, like a online pack, and be like, here, this is everything you need to get you online with your Saturn.
But yeah, this is gonna be crazy. 10 unopened goddamn ones. Holy crap.
Whoever is selling these has just shot themselves when that bid drops. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see what we can do. But 216, if that's 216, that's gonna be gangster. That's gonna be what? So say 300, we sell them for 40 each, 30 each.
Well, I'm hoping we don't hit our max, right? I mean, I'm hoping we
get
a deal on
40,
this.
Honestly, $40 is a good price for these.
Yeah.
But they're all like these are brand new. Yeah,
they're brand new. Okay, great. So they're brand new.
You're getting everything in there. You're getting the 3 games with it. You're getting the Netlink modem.
But no, I won't do that.
No,
I want folks to have
SHIROs.
These are for our community.
And we'll put this on the website. Once this drops, we will put this on the website like we do for the magazine, and we'll do the same thing. We'll do that like we have for them. I mean, it's easy to copy that, right, Dave? To do that. Mm-hmm. So let's do that.
Yeah, we can. But I also kind of want to solicit folks to join the Discord server, and then we could hook them up there in the online.
Just have a secret link or something.
Yeah. I would just say, like, come join if you're interested in getting your Saturn online. Come join the SHIRO Discord, and just introduce yourself in the online room, Saturn online room, and we'll hook you up. Because they got to get on the online roster anyway, right? If we're just like selling them general sale on our website, then you could have somebody who just wants one for a good deal.
How much are they on eBay? Hopefully, I don't have anything nasty come up. All right.
I hope you don't have anything nasty come up either.
I'm just making sure. I have some weird search results that. Oh yeah, so $80. Yeah, $80. Buy it now. 150.
Phaseus, we're playing. Phaseus, we're playing like 14 different supported games. There's a bunch of stuff. You've got Daytona, USA, CCE or CE. You've got Sega Rally Online. You've got Decathlete. You've got Puyo Puyo Sun. You've got what is that other cool one? Shadows of the Tusk. There's a huge list. You can go on our website and check it out. But there's a lot of games that you can play on the Saturn Online. Saturn Bomberman. It's awesome online. Night of Dragons Unnamed Shooter. That's right. Puzzle Bobble 3. Thank you. Yes. Virtual On. Absolutely.
There's only a few games that you haven't managed to restore the online to, like that MMO that came with the keyboard.
Well, yeah. that is hard to talk about in the same discussion as this because it relied on a server. Like, you know, there's just no way we're going to get Dragon's Dream back on. It used a cross-platform server.
We'd have to recreate that.
The amount of reverse engineering to even recreate that, it would be ridiculous. So
yeah, not to mention we'd have to have somebody that packet sniffed back in the day, like the server connections, and I guarantee you none of those exist. If that does, I will give you $1,000.
Like somebody came in our chat and they had bought a PC Windows 95 version of it. Well, yeah, I believe it was Windows 95, or maybe it was like 95, 98 compatible, and they were going to try to like reverse engineer it from that angle. But I don't know. That is a huge rabbit hole to go down, you know. But yeah. Oh, speaking of Sega Rally, and James is here. He said I had him at Sega Rally. He just came in third place. I hope I'm not downgrading you there. I think he came in third in the NTSC version of Sharkabyte's Splash Wave Racing series. I was really surprised that he went for the NTSC version of it, but that's cool since he's from PAL territory. But yeah, third place. So, and that's nothing to sniff at. His time was very, very low. 2 minutes 40 seconds, I think. 2 minutes 40 seconds something. I was like 2 minutes 41 seconds, I believe. But yeah, it was a really, really fun competition. There was a guy on the PAL side of it that had a ridiculous. He's like the world record holder. His was like 2 minutes 38 seconds. James, that's an amazing score. Or an amazing time. 2 minutes 40 seconds for the desert course. Man, I couldn't break that barrier. But yeah, so. We need to do another one. We need to do another Sega Rally one, but this time we'll do like the Sega forest.
Sega Rally.
Anyway, I gotta go. It's pizza and movie night with the kids, and I gotta we're doing homemade pizza, so I gotta take the pizza dough out of the fridge.
I need to go do the Patreon closing. I need to
hopefully we win that auction. We can get like 10 more people onto our Netlink roster. That would be badass.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, I'd be down. I'm excited. Like this is what SHIRO's for, and I kind of like how we're kind of like the Mr. Beast of like the of the Saturn
to
community.
A very small degree.
I mean, we're not making people blind or anything. We're just making people get online and get into the scene. So, but that's what you give us the big bucks for, guys, so that way we can do stuff like this and get people online on time.
But definitely shouts again to Joe, Sega RPG fan, for making the tunnel and for all the work that Anthony's doing on the new solution Netlink OS, and shouts to Double Dime for really helping to round up folks for these community organized tournaments that we're doing. Right now we're still doing Decathlete. That one hasn't been decided yet, and I don't know what the next tournament is going to be. But the Virtua Fighter Remix tournament was really awesome, and I can't wait to see what they come up with next. Hopefully, we're going to be doing a Sega Rally tournament, because I will definitely take the time out to join that. And I know that Joe is like the resident expert at Rally Online. So
is that 10 links or 10 pieces? I think it's just one box of 10. That would be insane if it's 10 boxes of 10 Netlinks.
Oh my god! Yeah, that would be ridiculous. Would be able to, if that was 100 Netlinks, not only will shipping be astronomically crazy, but we'd be if we did it right, we could sell them for like something like almost $20 a piece, or like maybe. And we would too. We would not try to like get a profit off of it or try to sell them for what they're worth on the market.
Actually, if 1,015, that's 1,500, like almost 1,500. That should be a lot more. So we could sell them for like $15. That'd be insane.
SHIRO net. We'll call it SHIRO net. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, I gotta go. So let's thank our patrons and let's roll credit.
All right, sounds good. All right, so. Before we go, I want to thank our patrons: A Murder of Crows, Blue Moon 95, Emerald Nova, Johannes Fetz, Nate Lawrence, Cerillion, Chris 1997 XX, Derek aka A-Team, Fat Drunk Friend Otaku, Jim Clasher Rank, Justin, Momphis, Normal Guy, Newt Rageous, Robert Ramsey, Rowan Dish, Sega Steve, Stoneman, Tanuki Trev, Theron Brown, Young Money Sowee. Thank you guys again, because without you, we wouldn't have been able to do that. So thank you. We're potentially going to get net links for everybody. That's going to be sweet. Or 10 people. Or if somehow I misread that, 100 net links. What I think it's just 10. So we'll keep up. We'll keep an eye open for that. If we could get something like that, it'd be cool. Just keep perpetually stalking.
If you watch this, please don't bid.
Yeah, like if
you'll drive it up.
Yeah, don't bid on it, please.
You have our word. You have our word that if we get them, we will sell them for the lowest price we can possibly afford to do it and break even. You know, exactly. Like all that matters to us is that we get more people in the community playing their Saturns online. Okay, so
you need to play Sega Saturn, or I will beat you. Okay, I won't do that. No, but yeah, thank you again, guys. Because you guys, that's possible. And yeah, if you guys want to be on that and get shout out and be thanked for doing stuff like that, you can back us at the $10 and up level. It gets a shout on the Patreon, and then you can also get cool things like early access to game betas from Malenko. You can get like early SHIRO content, like some of the was it the editors corners or the early podcasts. So you get a lot of benefits for that. And yeah, you get shout out on the show, name the credits, name of the magazine actually. Yep. But yeah, and if you want to do like a one-time donation, you can go to our website, go to the tab, hit donate, and donate to our PayPal. And then we also have magazine and merches. So if you guys want some cool shirts, you can get one of these cool shirts at the Threadless store, or you can get a magazine. Like I said, this is the last run of them. So once they're out, they're out. For the first issue, got
quite a few issues. So if you guys want one, grab it now. Or if you want to get one for a friend, and you can buy another one now. I originally I was saying like one per person, but I've got enough now that it's like I don't mind if you guys want to get another.
Yeah, and remember, keep buying it. I mean, we have it for a little bit, but this is gonna be the last printing probably for the first issue. You might do a short run for the second one, but I don't know if that's going to be a thing. We'll see where we go. But yeah, I mean, buy now or cry later is what I'll say.
Yeah.
I guess so. If you guys, I mean, that seems kind of mean, but still, like I said, I mean, it's now you can get it now, or you can wait on it and hope we print it again. So up to you guys. But yeah, we have a lot of issues left, so don't run and try to rush, think it's going to be gone, but But anyways,
thanks to everybody that watched the stream, liked it. Please like it if you haven't. There were like 33 people watching and only 25 likes. So there are some people here that really don't like this stream. But anyway, share it with your friends, and yeah, until next time, this is SaturnDave and St. Patrick reminding you that you must play Sega Saturn.
You must play Sega Saturn, and you must do things. Later.
Later.